Hey guys, Kelly here. Welcome to my world. I appreciate you for coming and spending some time with me today. So last week I did a video on the things that I do not miss about living in the U.S. And if it's your first time here, I am an expat. I left the U.S. in 2016, and I knew in 2001 after a trip overseas that at some point in my future I was going to live abroad. And so last week I did a video where, I shared some things. I live in Mexico, and I did this when I was in Thailand as well, and I'll link above to that video of things that I missed or didn't miss from the U.S. at that particular time. However, I tend not to do really heavy videos. I can find the humor in most things, but today I'm troubled. I was supposed to do a video today on the things that I actually do miss about the U.S. However, and unfortunately, some blaring things have come to light that made me feel like I needed to do a follow-up to something I definitely do not miss about living in America. And I felt that I couldn't be funny or tongue-in-cheek about the things that I do miss in America when I'm so heavy right now. And what I'm bothered by, and why I knew in 2001 that eventually me as a veteran, me as a born American would leave the country that was of my origin is because I'm not wanted there. Every year, and I can't say how many times a year, every year somebody becomes a hashtag in my community, in my race, and it is very discouraging. And I've had people say to me, well, you should have stayed and fought. Guys, first of all, my opinion, I'm an individual, and yes, one voice combined with other voices can make a difference. However, I also believe in the definition of insanity, where you are doing the same thing over and over and you are expecting a different result. Anybody that has looked at a history book knows the history of the police. They were started as criminals. That's what they always have been. And I'm not saying all police officers, because y'all know we gonna get somebody that want to pick up on that, but there's enough of a history there that started in criminality, that started in terror, that started in dragging people from their homes. In the South, the police were specifically started to help keep slavery going and to terrorize uppity niggas. You might not like that word, but that's what they called us. That's what they still call us. Because we had the audacity to want to be educated. We had the audacity to want to be treated with respect. We had the audacity to want to do wonderful jobs. We had the audacity to want to be recognized for the inventions and the things that we created that were stolen from us, in addition to our history and our heritage. But that's not why I came here. I came here to share that I don't miss being black in America. I don't miss being followed through stores. I don't miss being thought of as guilty from the start. I don't miss being looked at in the way that I am at this moment, where I look healthy, so they think because I don't have any hair, or that's just a militant black woman, an angry black woman. I don't miss that. And when I look at the life that I live in other countries, when I look at the way that I'm treated in other countries, I'm embraced. In many of the places I've been, I've only been one place since I left American soil that I promise you I will never go back to again. But I have been treated so well, and probably because the countries I've gone to are brown people for the most part. Thailand, I guess they're considered yellow. I don't really know. They brown to me. And here in Mexico, I've got nothing but love. The only time I've been mistreated in Thailand was by white Americans. Oh, change that, and there was a Canadian. The only time I've been mistreated here has been white Americans. So I don't miss that shit. I'm just gonna be frank with you. And we keep protesting. We keep asking nicely We keep asking in an ugly way. We keep asking for people who have had their knee on our neck since before we got off of slave ships to take their knees off our necks because we cannot breathe, and they will not. They get slaps on the wrist, fired, probation, because they're doing what their history told them to do. The history of the police was started where literally they dragged us out of our houses and lynched us and burned us and raped both our men and our women, fed our babies to alligators. And I know today is heavy, and I might lose some of y'all as subscribers, and I'm gonna be honest with you. If you gotta go, deuces, you gotta go, because I'm not going to forget that I'm black. I'm not going to forget that I have black children. I have a young man that lives in these United States of America, and he could be, God forbid, the next hashtag. He could be the next one down, and his only crime is being black. I do not miss that. And I will tell you what, if I could encourage, especially now, honestly, so many jobs are about to become remote jobs. If I could encourage brown people to get the hell out, I encourage you to do so. Let me tell you, I'm going to put a card for this as well. My house here in Mexico, and it was very similar in Thailand. I live in a 2-story, 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath. I got a giant backyard in a private community. I pay, what the hell do I pay? $300 a month for it. $300 a month. I don't even have to make $1,000 a month to live wonderfully down here, to pay all of my bills. My electricity bill averages about $6. I put gas in a gas tank. I pay about $40. That lasts me about 6 weeks. And it's hot here, so you don't need to have heat. Most of us don't run our AC right now. It's rainy season, and I'm sitting in my house with lights on me and a long sleeve shirt in June, and I'm comfortable. It gets hot, but my point is that it's a misconception that you have to have a ton of money to live in other places. And I live in a modern house, like I said, gated community, you know, so I don't miss being black in America. And what I would love to see is a lot of other folk who could say the same thing from other countries, because I'll bet you if we made a mass exodus up out of that joint, we would truly see how great America is, because we all know we built it and we maintain it. And that's why they have to keep putting their knee on our neck. All right, guys. If you want to subscribe, please do. It's not always this heavy. It's not always this angry. And if you feel like you got to go, bye. And if you like what I had to say, I'm going to always speak my mind even when I'm laughing. So if you haven't subscribed, please do. And I will see you all in the next one, where hopefully there will not be another hashtag, another death, another law enforcement officer not being charged properly. And I'll do the video on what I actually do miss about the U.S. And I'm glad I already recorded it, because I would probably have a really hard time doing it if I hadn't, because I'm mad as hell. All right, guys. See y'all next time. Ciao.